10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
From where you are?
Good morning,
Does heaven still have stars?
afternoon, or
Do
evening.
you see the twinkle at night?
I'm your host, Idiot Burns.
Beautiful skies as you fly.
Welcome to Idiot Blog
Maybe I'm just wondering,
461.
is heaven really as nice as people say it is? I'm asking you because how would they know when they haven't been? You're an angel, so you would know. Can you see the moon from where you are? Does heaven still have stars? Do you see the twinkle at night?
We're listening to JS
I'm
Rhyme.
wondering,
You can find him at
is
just
heaven really as nice as people say?
underscore
Is there
rhyme.
really angels? Yes, I can say that there is. Because my little girl has become one. She's right beside me, helping me overcome all the dark, all the dumb stuff that I get angry about. I know I can't change the things that went down, and now she's up there in the clouds, being proud of her daddy when he sings. Can you see the moon from where you are?
Well, that hurts my heart.
Does heaven still have stars? Do you see the twinkle at night? Do you see beautiful
Well, that's fucking sad.
skies as you fly?
Sorry for your loss.
Maybe I'm just wondering,
At least you gained an angel.
is heaven really as nice as people say it is? Is it fun and is it full of love? I just want to know that you're being looked after. I know that you see me when I'm in my misery, and I feel like everything gets on top of me, and it just brings me down, and I get so lost and angry, I can't be myself, so you can't be around. You're blind up there looking up to me, helping me become me, instead the dark, instead the hard, instead of this, yeah. Because this I can fix, I can get up again. Yeah, even though this shit I feel inside of my head,
Deep.
it all makes sense.
Deep lyrics.
There is a heaven. I got my little girl up there waiting for me. Yeah, but today isn't my day. But when it is, I'm gonna be free, and I'm gonna be happy with a smile on my face. 'Cause I get to hug her, I get to show her the love that I felt like she missed out on.
Damn, dude.
Shed that tears because I was also crying. But you denied my tears, you denied me, you denied my feelings. What I felt with inside myself, you just
Wow.
pushed me away, so I just fell even more.
That last one, it actually got me teared up. Chills. Can you see them on my arms? The little goose pimples? Man. Wow. Wow.
We had so long together, and now it's just been thrown to the wind. Yeah, it just feels like it was just shit. There was nothing good in it at all. That's what you kept telling me, kept reminding me that I kept on doing bad things. But you didn't see what you were doing to me, doing to my heart, ripping me apart, destroying my mind.
Wow.
Yeah, I was the one
This guy's gonna hit us
you weren't the only one who shed
like
tears,
bricks.
Shed the peace, shed the love, shed the dark, shed the peace. Look at what we have become.
Wow.
It was us, now it isn't us. Now it isn't us.
Remember how it was. It doesn't matter now, it's forever changed. Hateful words we said. Did we even love each other anyway?
Woo!
We had so long together, but now it's just been thrown to the wind. Yeah, it just feels like it was just shit. There was nothing good in it at all. That's what you kept telling me, kept reminding me that I kept on doing bad things. What's
going on, Uncle Brokenhead? What's going on, Christy?
Ripping me apart, destroying my mind. Yeah, I was the one crying as well. You weren't the only one who shed a tear, because I was also crying. But you denied my tears, you denied me, you denied my feelings. What I felt with inside myself, you just pushed me away, so I just fell even more into the dark. That's why I was crawling, not walking, not talking to you, cause you just pushed me and put me through the shit.
Where's this guy coming out of? Is this guy based out of Australia, UK? I can't tell the accent. Can just detect a small amount of accent there. I gotta go look at the web. Sometimes the web shows where somebody is. Nope, I don't see anything.
We had so long together, and now it's just been thrown to the wind. Yeah, it just feels like it was just shit. There was nothing good in it at all. That's what you kept telling me, kept reminding me that I kept on doing bad things. We didn't see what you were doing to me, doing to my heart, ripping me apart, destroying my mind. Yeah, I was the one crying as well. You weren't the only one who shed a tear. But at the end of it all, it's both of our faults. We are arguing over nothing. It was nothing to me. The love that I was trying to sing, make you feel, make you chill. We were trying to build a life, but all we did was fight. Now it isn't us.
It doesn't matter now, it's forever changed. Hateful words we said. Did we even love each other anyway? You were on my mind 24/7, thinking of the words that I never said. Trapped inside my mind 24/7. I guess it doesn't matter now anyway.
I've seen this artist on the app for a couple years now.
But you denied my tears, you denied me, you denied my feelings. What I felt with inside myself, you just pushed me away, so I just fell even more into the dark. That's why I was crawling, not walking, not talking to you, cause you just pushed me and put me through the shit, and put me through the shit.
I think we've all been there in that kind of situation. Maybe not the same situation, but we can identify.
Cause I'm my only friend. I can have all these conversations with myself. I talk a lot, yeah, but that's because I don't have anyone else to talk to. So I talk to myself and find what to say to myself, so I can make myself brave against all these cowards that were trying to bring me down. Yeah, who really needs anyone around when I got myself this stick up on me? Yeah, people wanna try and pop my bubble and get on top of me and say they're gonna fuck me and rape me and tell me that they're gonna take me away from my dream. Fuck them. All I gotta do is just come
I can
up
tell you
with
this
one
much.
word. Yeah, my name.
Today, I have everything in the world I need and want. I have my kids in my life.
Yeah, you can laugh at that. I don't give a crap.
I really don't know what I'd do if I lost them.
Yeah, 'cause I'm still going on, still showing
I'd probably
what
keep
I'm
fighting,
made of.
keep living. But man, would my loving be in jeopardy? What kind of anger would I grow? I really do not know. I'm gonna open up my bag of chips here.
I need to be famous, but I don't want to be famous. I just want to be JS Rhyme. My name, not up in the lights, just down there. Yeah, tell me.
I don't want to be famous, just want to be JS Rhyme.
Yeah, who fucking cares? No one again. Who fucking cares? You do. I do. Yeah, sometimes I do. But look, man, I still got the rhymes that go. Yeah, look at the people they say, wow. Yeah, oh no, okay, wow. No, go get the sham, wow. Wipe off my dick.
I'm having a hard time tonight.
Yeah, sorry, kids, I don't mean
I got a call from my EAP, which is my counselor at Boeing, and there was no message. And I was like, there's no message. I called her back and said, hey, you know, you didn't leave a message. Last week I wasn't feeling so good. I didn't go in to test because Corona stipulations. Kids in my house were sick. I wasn't feeling that good. And I guess she sent me an email. I didn't notice it until 9 o'clock tonight, or 9:20, 9:30, and basically was saying you got 48 hours to be in compliance by responding to this letter. The place you've been doing rehab with said they haven't talked to you in over a month and a half. I have records of our phone calls, and they didn't even get test results, they said, until... They didn't even tell me my test results for a test I took on the 8th until the 16th. No, on the 1st, I believe it was. Early in the very beginning of February, I took a test, and they didn't give me the results until the 16th. And basically, I'm in jeopardy of not being in compliance with Boeing, and I've done everything I possibly can. Like, what have I been doing these last 7 months if I don't get where I'm going? She said she called me on Friday. Well, I'm on my phone right now. Let me look. History of calls. Last Friday was... What day was last Friday? Friday. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 phone calls on Friday. 2 from 608 numbers in Wisconsin, and then 2 from my kids' schools. So she never called me, but she said she called me on Friday. Last time I talked to her was on Tuesday or Wednesday last week, which was exactly 2 weeks after the last time I talked to my clinic. And when she talked to me, she said they haven't talked to me for a month. No, they have. And that's a lie. And the last time they talked to me, they basically made me walk in the place, do the test, and walk out, not interact with anybody. They were saying I can't come in there because I haven't paid my bill. And I said, you haven't charged it to my insurance, so I'm not paying you for stuff that you haven't even charged to my insurance yet towards my deductible on my insurance. Now I have no more insurance. I should have insurance, even though I don't have an income coming in. Should still have insurance.
Cause it's a part of my life now, a part of my fight, it's inside of my heart. It will be a part of my dark when I'm trying to find the light.
Pretty frustrating. It's about as frustrating as it can be.
That's what I become. I become the one hiding as I'm a ghost. I become invisible.
I'm pretty much gonna ask her if she can get me in touch with my union rep, because I don't really understand what's going on. It hasn't been clear to me. No one's been open and communicating with me in an open and honest way. The people I went and did the rehab with have been jerkwads to me.
I'm not scared anymore. I know that I can get off the floor. I can. God made this man a fighting man. Yeah, never back down.
I don't know what I'd do if I lost this job. I'd be pretty devastated, to be honest.
Like what I say. It's all in pain. It's all in hate. No, it's not. It's all in.
And I'd also be thinking about the last 6 months. I could have been, I probably wouldn't have gained all this weight if I'd just been smoking weed and doing my normal old thing. Instead, I'm all depressed, not smoking weed. I'm gaining pounds. I'm 200 and something pounds. I just feel, I feel out of shape. I go to run around and I feel like I went through a growth spurt or something, but it's just my fat body. So we're listening to JS Rhyme, bandlab.com, just_rhyme.
Why does all the bad shit always have to come from my end? Why can't you take the blame from your shit? Yeah, always putting the misery on me, just so I got the tears crying out of my eyes. You want me to die inside? Why? All I did was show you love. You wanna take me apart, rip me apart, throw me into the dark. So the devil can feed on me, so I can't be free in the light. Find the peace inside of my mind. All it needs is a fucking fight. All the time, all the time. All the time, all the time, all the time. I know love is sometimes hard to understand, but what you were giving me wasn't love, but I thought it was. I gave you all of me, but you gave me nothing of you. All you did is
This is a demonstration right here on this guy's webpage of artistry and musicianship for the purpose of release and something that many of us can connect with and identify with.
Who looked after the kids? Who looked after the house? Who did all that when you were out about working? Yeah, didn't want to spend any time with your own kids. Now you gotta do that right now. All the time, all the time, all the time. Can't blame me for being the devil now, cause I'm nowhere around. I'm trying to find a piece of me, fight for freedom, instead of being beaten down. Yeah, you told me
I've said it before on the blog, and I'll say it again. Men are the sensitive ones, not women. Men are the sensitive ones. You know why men don't like sappy movies? Because they gotta sit there and be a man and fight crying the whole time. Because they identify with those things and it hurts. It hurts hardcore inside for a man. Because they compare those perfect realities with their own reality. And it nullifies and hurts. It hurts the man. And at the same time as it's hurting, that man is obligated to... He's obligated by culture to refrain from the expression of his emotions. And there's two reasons why that culture has come about. Number one, survival. Number two, the Mexicans have a word for it, machismo, which means it's kind of like the bigger, stronger brute gets the lady. Kind of like in nature, when there's that male dominance factor, it puts you down rung after rung every time you do it. And that machismo and that male dominance factor. And the women see it, and they're quite often they're less attracted to you by those expressions of tears and fears and sensitivity Yeah, I could get a girl wet in the panties, but at the same time, is that existential deep connection is drawn down because there's a deep need for us to survive and progenate as humans, and it affects the solidity of the belief of progenation. I don't know what if you guys are catching what I'm saying here, but it makes it hard for a woman, and this is why it makes it hard for a woman, because a woman is quite often more superficial, and she will judge you on those things. And that superficial tendency of a woman is what leads her to like those romantic comedies, because they provide you with a superficial feeling. It's not real. It's an altered reality. It's a movie reality, and it supplies a girl with a great and it provides a girl with an experience that is, for her, something she can identify with. And a lot of those movies are written by dudes. Just gotta tell you, a lot of romantic novels, some of the best ones, are written by men, because these are ideas that haunt men. They really are. Fuck this coronavirus. Fuck this coronavirus. I'm so sick of it. It's a fucking flu. It's a fucking flu. Almost nobody's dying. It ain't shit.
Yeah, I know I'm weird. I know I'm crazy. But this is me. This is what you get.
Nice. Ditto. Fuck, I'm gonna go watch the last of the 9 Star Wars films. And I know what's gonna happen. Is it's gonna get to the end and I'm gonna start bawling my eyes out. It's gonna get to that scene where Ben Solo, Kylo Ren, is having a conversation with his dad in his heart. And he's gonna bawl his fucking eyes out. Sometimes I think that scene was intended to be with his mom, and the actress died, Carrie Fisher. Sometimes I think that. What the people don't see, I do, and I show it knows your shits I give none, because there is none to give to someone who wants to be a prick, no matter who he or she is. Is Carrie Fisher a Jedi? Yes. Does her spirit, did she learn the ability to live after death, like old Ben Kenobi, Anakin, when he redeemed himself? Does she learn that ability? Does she become one of those blue-tinged ghosts like Yoda, Anakin? Does she? Just wondering. Might not be sophisticated, but the pitch is painted as smart and decisive. Wide rhymes and the mind's mine, but I'm no Einstein. Edison, I didn't create a light bulb, but I hear one turn on when I have my ideas. Yeah, right, this here and that line goes there. This is going. You guys have no idea how the turmoil I'm having inside my heart right now about Boeing. Am I gonna be able to maintain my job there. Am I going to keep my job or am I going to lose it? Freaking out, flipping out about it. And go hop on over to Band Lab, see what's going on.
You got damn by every birthday you spin. Yeah, man, you are the one that's gonna win, even though they want you to lose. You choose what you wanna do, not them. They can't stop you. They can't make you drop the pen or the mic. Put it up to your mouth and just continue all your rhymes. What the people don't see I do when I show witness the shits I give none, because there is none to give to someone who wants to be a prick, no matter who she or he is. Yeah, man, look, I got this right here, right on top of my head from being there. Yeah, look, man, I'm Batman again, no Superman with the S on my chest. I just know that I just spaz out with the rhymes. I know that I'm not bad, man. You know that I am good. You listen to everything that I sing. You know I am the one that deserves to be the king. Even though you all hate me, know some love me, they wanna be me. Yeah, stop trying to be me, just be yourself.
What?
Yeah.
I was out to get me. This is not heaven. It was all lies.
Instead of hiding in all the pain.
Well, finish that drink.
It's time to feel like
Might be disappearing to get some more.
what heaven should feel like. But that's not you.
What's going on, guys?
I was blinded by your kindness. I didn't see your dark. You were hiding that from me. I thought you were what I needed, but really, you were deceiving me.
Every few days I get pretty close to cutting this thing off. And then I remind myself, you cut some of it off and it freaked you out and you hated that you did it and you regretted it. You cut this off, you're going to regret this shit so much. And it's true, I probably will. I'll probably regret the hell out of it if I cut it off.
And I did that.
See how big I can get it.
And I felt bad. And I felt sad. And that made you feel fucking good. You didn't care about the tears that I cried. How many times I had to wipe my eyes.
It feels like heaven when I look in your eyes.
But too bad.
It's coming over
Free to fly away.
and there's nothing that
Instead of
could
hiding in all the pain.
It's so simple.
It's time to feel like
Growing in hardships, you're more
Yeah, I know you got a huge crush on Carrie Fisher there,
that's not you.
Jeff Pigeon. But it's not the Carrie Fisher from the 70s and 80s movies. It's the Carrie Fisher from the new movies, right? The old Carrie Fisher. That's the one you got the hots for, right? Right? Tell me I'm wrong. Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong. I know you like those old bags. I know you like those old bags. I know it, dude. Calling you out. It's the fat finger version of Carrie Fisher. Not the one in Return of the Jedi that's a slave of Jabba the Hutt. No, not that one. Ew. Gross. I know what you're into.
I don't know anymore.
You're into that smooth-faced,
When I'm down on my fucking nerves.
downturned lips, well-aged version of Carrie Fisher that you're so into. I'm sure of it.
Freedom. Yeah. Freedom. Fly away.
Yeah, the drunk, crazy one.
In all the pain.
Yeah, I totally got to get a hold of my union reps, though. And that's what I'll be doing tomorrow is I'm going to be reaching out to my union reps and trying to get them on the line all day tomorrow because I've done everything humanly possible to be in compliance. And the last time I had a conversation with the people that test me, it was very difficult to even just get in the door to get them to test me because I hadn't made payments. You haven't even sent me a bill. You haven't even said to me, can you pay? And you haven't said it a single time. And then all of a sudden you just don't want to let me in. I had to call the boss and be like, look, she was supposed to meet me on this day, and whole fiasco. So if you look at the stars from the original Star Wars films, I think what's his name? Lando Calrissian, that actor. I think he's the youngest looking of all of them. Let me look at that actor. Lando Calrissian. Played by... Who the fuck played him? Billy D. Williams. He's probably the youngest looking. If he was to put on a Lando Calrissian wig and dye his stuff and have his cape coming up around his neck, he would look the most close to the same. Especially with the Hollywood makeup and all that shit. And he's 83 years old. 80 fucking 3, right? But, yeah, what, Donald Glover played him? Yeah, Donald Glover played him. That guy's my age. In Han Solo story. But then second place would be Harrison Ford, who I guess is playing Indiana Jones again this year. And, he's 78. Yeah. And he looks pretty good for 78, you know? I mean, how good can you look at 78? Guy looks pretty good. Of course, he doesn't look like he looked like in 1980, right? But he looks good. Carrie Fisher doesn't look so good. Mark Hamill, I mean, he doesn't look bad. He doesn't look bad. Mark Hamill and Harrison Ford are probably tied in that realm. I mean, I guess Carrie Fisher really doesn't look good now, since she's taking a fucking dirt nap. Fucking skin's probably green. I don't know. Maybe she was cremated, but either way, she ain't looking good no more.
Bucket.
When did Alien come out? That's what I want to ask. Alien movie, when did that come out? What year was that? Was that 1980 as well? 1979. So that was like, what? Let me look at A New Hope. What a weird name. Star Wars. Let me look at the first Star Wars movie. 77. So only 2 years later, Alien comes out, starring Sigourney Weaver. Sigourney Weaver. She's 71 years old. Now that's almost a decade younger, you know, than Harrison Ford. But still. Carrie Fisher, how old was she when she died?
Maybe she just got tired of me.
70?
I'm not really looking for any escapade. Some sex to
60. She was 60 when she died, so she was the youngest, right? She was like 19 on that first Star Wars movie, right? 20. And she only made it to 60. Wow. And barely past 60.
might choke on it. Like I said, I don't know if it's big or if it's small. I don't really give a fuck, but I do know how to use it. But if the people wanna try and feed me and abuse me, try to get me down on my knees and say that I'm not nothing, I will never be anything.
I guess she did have some diseases, but I mean, she was drinking a lot. She was partying hard. She was married to Paul Simon for a year. Interesting. Paul Simon's doing just fine. How old's he? What, almost 80? 20 years older? You never know your time. You never know how long you're gonna last, right? She, Debbie Reynolds? Her mom? Who lived 84 years? And died the day after her, I believe it was. Let's look. Debbie Reynolds died in December 28th, 2016. And Carrie Fisher died December 28th, 2016.
No waiting, just moving on.
So, one day later.
Now I know how much it really meant to you. 10 years down the drain, all the tears and the pain, that ain't love. No, it wasn't love.
In 2008, she won a Grammy Award for Best Spoken Word Album. I didn't even know that she did a spoken word album. Would love to hear that.
I can see for you. You didn't want to love, you wanted to love to feel suffocated, defenseless. It's only been 2 months and you're already talking about.
It's interesting the movies that she's been in.
I'm the bad guy, but really you were the bad life. I claim to be nice, as much as you want to receive. I can see through it. I can see for you. I can see for you. I can see for you. And what you trying to do? What you trying to do to my heart and my brain? Try to drive me insane. They say I'm the bad guy, but really you were a bad wife. But claim to be nice, as much as you want to receive. I see through it. I see through you. You gotta know why. The reason why I'm not coming back. It is because of you. The way you made me feel inside of me. Yeah, you tried to kill the heart. Yeah, you tried to make me bleed. Tried to make me see the things that you wanted to see. Make me hate myself. No, I'm never gonna do that anymore. Cause I'm gonna feel great about myself. And what I had to do is escape the pain that was leaking up inside of my brain. Yeah, that is all you, all your pain. So yeah, you can go find
His lyrics are pretty deep.
Still gonna be a bitch. It's only been 2 months, and you're already talking about new relationship. No waiting, just moving on. I can see for you. Now I know how much it really meant to you. 10 years down the drain, all the tears and the pain, that ain't love. No, it wasn't love, it was only coming from one. But you claimed it was us against the world. Me as your man, you as my girl. Wedding bands, but my head was in the sand. But I thought it was in the air. Maybe both because both can leave us breathless.
Dude.
I can see for you.
These lyrics, they're deep. I'll tell you that.
If you ask me, my soul's already gone. If you ask me, it's been gone for a while now. And the only place I can see it is in my dream. My soul's gone.
With the sauce.
If you ask me. Now if you ask me, I'll probably make out that I'm okay. But you really know I'm not. You can hear by the words I say. Feel by the feelings that I put out. Yeah, you know that I'm feeling fucking down. And when I'm feeling up, I feel the heart in me. I'm touching that height that I thought I could never reach. But look at all the words that I say and all the pain that I let out instead of lying down to myself. Because I'm depending on me not to fight with myself and bring myself down. Look, I gotta listen to myself now. Listen to my own advice, yeah, when I speak it in a rhyme, when I'm up inside of my mind. If you ask me, my soul's already gone.
Okay, here's something interesting. You may not have heard about Carrie Fisher that I just read. So she was taken by ambulance after she stopped breathing on a flight 15 minutes before it landed. It landed in Los Angeles, and she was unresponsive. She was taken by ambulance to Ronald Reagan UCLA Medical Center, where she was placed on a ventilator. On the morning of December 27th, 4 days later, after being in intensive care, she died at the age of 60. Her daughter, Billie Lourd, confirmed her mother's death to the press, and many of the people involved with her over the span of her career shared their thoughts. On January 9th, Public Health issued a death certificate that said cardiac arrest/deferred as the cause of death, and more tests were expected. On June 16th, the news released a statement from the coroner that the exact cause of death could not be determined, but sleep apnea and a buildup of fatty tissue on the walls of her arteries were among contributing factors. And a full report 3 days later, on June 19th, 2017, stated that Carrie Fisher had cocaine in her system, as well as traces of heroin and other opiates and MDMA. So she was using heroin, other opiates, cocaine, and MDMA at the age of 60, with a risk for heart disease and a battle with sleep apnea. Billie Lourd stated that Fisher has been battling her daughter, basically stated that her mom had been battling drug addiction and mental illness her entire life, and that she ultimately died of it. She was purposefully open in all of her work about the social stigmas surrounding these diseases. I know my mom. She wanted her death to encourage people to be open about their struggles. The day after her death, her mother, Debbie Reynolds, suffered a stroke at the home of son Todd, Carrie Fisher's brother, where the family was planning Carrie Fisher's burial arrangements. She was taken to Cedars-Sinai, where she died later that day. According to Todd Fisher Reynolds, Carrie Fisher's mom said, "I want to be with Carrie," immediately prior to suffering the stroke. On January 5th, a memorial was held for both of them. It was private. Carrie Fisher was cremated, and her mother was entombed. That's too bad. I don't know why people get cremated. But here's a little funny something. The remainder of Carrie Fisher's ashes are being held in a giant novelty Prozac pill. So that's a sense of humor right there.
What's the point? He's already broken. So no matter what I say, won't break him any more than what he already is. I actually feel sorry for the poor kid. And his war, he bites whipping. His war, he bites whipping. His life, what's the point? He already broken. So no matter what I say, I won't break him anymore.
In the video game Star Wars: The Old Republic, people virtually gathered at the House Organa, which is where Princess Leia Organa / Skywalker lived in the game. On the day of their memorial, the lights on Broadway and Manhattan were darkened for 1 minute in honor of Carrie Fisher and her mother.
flesh. The only thing I have left is the ground I'm hugging. And the ground I'm hugging is really comfortable when I fall asleep, if I fall asleep at all. No, I'm just
Interesting stuff that I had not heard before.
Just so you can relate, just so you can feel my pain and say, hey man, you really get to me, you really make me feel, you really make me feel what I feel inside of me. Even when the devil's got a hold of me, keep doing your thing. I will fight what's under my skin, because I know I can't let it win. Let it get the best of me and take its pound of flesh.
R2D2. I just saw this comment. R2D2 still looks the same. Yeah, that's funny. This is a song called It's All Up to Me. These tunes are definitely quite appealing to the senses.
I'm not like most people on here. I'm not just chasing the likes, I'm just chasing the vibe. The feeling I get inside of my heart when I come up with something inspiring.
Nice.
It goes to the line, it goes to the beat.
Ditto.
Yeah, people get up and say, yeah, this is unique. Keep going for it, Jesse. Be the guy that you see inside of yourself. Just rhyme, grab the mic, start telling them your story and what you're all about. That's who I am. No one is gonna take this away from me. My pen and the feelings I brought inside of my head. Yeah, when I get there, one day it is gonna be my chance for the fans, my fam, to get up and scream my name.
You guys, if you're catching my show, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the heart button. If you're catching this show for the first time and you're a random and you came across it on YouTube, you know what we do is we listen to music from bandlab.com users. This is bandlab.com/just_rhyme. Just rhyme.
When they got the knife in twisting and turning, saying that you're not learning a thing, but you're
goes by, as you can see right here, it goes by JS Rhyme. Just rhyme. And if you are catching me for the first time randomly, why don't you go drop a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I just hit 500. I hit 500, guys. I'm halfway to 1,000. If that keeps going, I'll be able to live stream anywhere, everywhere, anytime, anywhere, everywhere on YouTube. I bet you by the time I get to 1,000, the mandatory amount for live streaming will be higher. Some other number that I can't obtain for another few years. I got these dimples right here from... Ugh, gotta lose this weight, guys. Gotta get back slim back down, guys. I feel like my muscle mass is back, though. Like, I feel like I'm getting muscle mass from this weight I'm carrying around. Maybe just gonna play as hard as I always do and get... It's just like having weights on. I saw a guy at the park, I thought he was putting a bulletproof vest on, about to go on a rampage, but no, he was putting on a weighted vest. And I was thinking to myself, he's adding the weight to be as fat as I am. Too funny. I miss Luella as well. She's all the way in Texas. She keeps saying, I'll be home soon. She misses me. She thinks she can just... Daddy's just a little bit away. We'll come home tomorrow. She's not coming home for the whole week. So. If I were to shave this, though, look, I would have I would have no grays. I would have this guy that's got no grays in it, and this mustache, and all my grays would go away, and I'd look younger. I'd look so much younger. but fatter because I have this chin. People are like, oh, look at that thing. Look what Chris has got. He's got one of those, what are those things called? Triple chin. I ain't shaving this. You know what, Joey Esther? You should shave your head. How's that feel if someone tells you what you should do with your hair? You should shave your head bald. Because that bald women are better looking. It looks better when you have no hair on your head. So you should shave your head bald. That's what you should do. What do you think? Does that sound good? Never mind. You make the choice. You decide what you want to do with your hair. I'll decide what I want to do with my hair. I'm bald up here already. I gotta have this. Gotta have something. I'm gonna have... I mean, I would just trim it anyways, probably anyways, but... That was funny? Was that funny? What, you're not gonna shave your head? I thought you were a fan of Idiot Burns. I thought you were gonna do whatever I said. I said shave your head. I thought I was gonna see your profile pic tomorrow with your... Wait, cue ball. I cracked myself up. So this is Philly Pay and LBR Beats for on the track with open parts. To the river like, let me end it all tonight. Pedal to the floor, then right. Close my eyes and shut them tight. Run away until I die, but I feel like force alive. Pushing me away to fight. Even in this corner, I'm cold. Yeah, I'll trim this. Like, I'll trim it like this. How come that I am not truly satisfied unless I'm in the state of mind where I'm spilling rhymes because I'm a stay young. You can't even tell it's shorter with a microscope. I'm gonna get rid of you. Spread shit around to feel good about yourself. Call him out, call me out. Lyrical Beast Records. How can I compete with that? Mr. Billy Pay, put your willy away. It's not time to measure it, forget it. LOL, nah man. Your bars are tight, the bright colors in the painting this picture you're perceiving. Lyrically inclined, it's the same vision in my mind. Darkness in the light, in the darkness in your rhymes. I can fuck with it, vibe to every track. Lit, you mapped out every rap. Who cares about the cats that say shit? Course you know this right here is amazing. The people can't ask me why I praise him. I say because he's a good guy, books of rhymes, and every release is clean, and you know he puts in the work. Call him a jerk, whatever, but he still brings something to make you go wow and ouch. I'm gonna get rid of you. Spread shit around to feel good about yourself. Call him out, call me out. Lyrical Beast Records. Yeah, in the first part I was talking about Billy Pay, but now I'm gonna lay down the line about me, yeah. Yes, I'm the people that wanna see me. There we go. I know who they are. They still listen. What do you think, guys? And tell me that I'm gonna be that star. Rap or any type of music I wanna get. Done this before on the show. I'm gonna fill my shoes. I'm gonna fight with you if you're gonna fight with me. But I'm gonna vibe to my things. Yeah, fight myself in my dreams. Flying like Superman. Yeah, who is that again? It's not a rocket or a... Use a bobby pin to hold it. Yeah. Call him a jerk, whatever. But he still brings something to make it go wow. Make it go wow, make it go pow, make it go BAM! Spread shit around to feel good about yourself. Call him out. I know you know this is not a complex. I know you're my #1 fan, Joey. This is Say Something, punk rap. Say something. This will be the last song on the blog today. I'm gonna go watch some TV, do that thing. You know, I actually was just a couple days ago, I was trying to look for it, and I didn't. I got my device out. I got on BandLab. I went hunting for it, and I get this thing sometimes where BandLab gets laggy as hell, and it starts slowing down. And I was just gonna first start with doing the drums, doing like a beat to it and trying to work out some bass. I figured if it had drums and bass and the keys, it would be pretty complete. At least complete enough to start working on. And I couldn't find it before my app was going. It's like it goes a little bit and then you touch it and nothing happens. You wait, and then all of a sudden it starts working again. So it becomes kind of like an impossible thing to use the app. Even if I'm typing, I'll be like a word and a half, and then it will stop. I'll have to just sit there, and then it will have a couple letters that I did wrong, and I'll delete them, and I'll have to sit and wait, and then it will delete them, and I get this massive lag. So when I can't get to it, I will get to it. When I can actually physically get to it on the app, I'll get to it. I have this week pretty much open for making music, and I wanted to put myself to doing collaborations this week, because those are more time consuming than original creations for the most part, unless I'm just sitting down playing the drums on something. So whatever's in my eye now. Yeah, you know what I did do today was I made hamburgers on my grill, and I smoked them. And instead of barbecuing them, I smoked them, and I used smoke, and they were like red and beautiful and finished perfectly and juicy. And I put cheese on them, and I cooked 3 pieces of bacon and did 1.5 pieces of bacon on both burgers. Oh my God. Smoked hamburgers are to die for. I'm going to cook them that way from now on. Oh my gosh. I know the kids probably won't be huge fans of them, but I am a huge fan of them. So, in case you didn't know, I like smoked hamburgers. Well, that'll be the blog. And I will be on BandLab as soon as I'm done with this, just the way it is. No original music the last couple days, just been playing drums as per my normal routine. And I've been riding bike, trying to lose some of this weight. I've been doing other things. So I'll get back into it. Happy birthday to the birthday girl. Thanks very much, JS Ryan, for all the deep, touching music. Okay. Let me know. Maybe I'll do both of them in the same day. Whip them out. I also want to go around and play drums on as many tracks as possible this week. Something I've been wanting to do. I used to do it when I first got on BandLab. I used to play drums on just tracks galore, and I haven't been doing it very much. So Well, all right, guys, that'll definitely be the end of the show. We'll go "Woken from a Dream" as the last track, and you go check out js.rhyme at bandlab.com/just_rhyme. bandlab.com/just_rhyme. Go find him, follow him, keep track of his music. Solid creator on BandLab. He's been on here for a while. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Keep making music. Later, guys.
Yeah, we're sliding down this hill. Yeah, we're falling now and not. We're just trying to talk through all the emotions. But sometimes I'm not understanding and you're not understanding me. I'm just trying to tell you what I feel inside of my heart, but you won't let me speak.